Hi everyone, and welcome to the second edition of the Bali Wedding Talks, where you can find out everything about having a destination wedding in Bali. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Aziza, and I'm part of the team here at the Bali Wedding blog, which is the #1 source for couples planning to have a destination wedding in Bali. And for those who don't know what the Bali Wedding blog is, it is a website where you can find out everything you need to know about planning a Bali wedding. As a part of our effort, we are here to give you information and help you on how to make the right decisions when planning a Bali wedding. In today's show, we will be talking about how to have a legal wedding in Bali. We will talk about the paperwork involved, how long it takes to get everything sorted, and what are the rules and regulations in Indonesia, and many other related aspects. We will also touch on religion, and if you are not planning on having a religious wedding, there's still a lot that you can get out of today. Joining us today is Felycia, the co-founder and managing director of Easy Bali Weddings. Felycia and her wonderful team have been planning and arranging weddings for over 5 years. Thanks for being on the show with us today.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Okay, so I'm going to start by asking you, what does it mean to have a legal wedding in Bali, and is there something like an illegal wedding in Bali?
Well, talking about legal, that means it's related with the law. As you married in Bali, then you should follow the Indonesian government law in Indonesia. So, if you want to marry legally in Bali, you need to have the religious ceremony, and you need to have a non-family related witnesses, and also you need to register your wedding to the civil registry in Indonesia. That's what we call the legal wedding in Indonesia.
Right, and if you did not want to have a legal wedding, what are some of the alternatives?
The alternatives, you can have many couples in Bali, they have the blessing ceremony or the commitment ceremony. So to be married in Bali, it doesn't need to be legal, because many brides coming to Bali to enjoy the sunset view, followed by the cocktail hour and dinner reception, so it doesn't need to be legal.
So what is the difference between a blessing and a commitment ceremony?
Actually, there is not much difference between the blessing and the commitment ceremony. Only the two words with the same thing, actually. But usually the blessing ceremony is performed by a ministrant, and they are wearing the official outfit, where the commitment ceremony it can be conducted by anyone with the casual outfit. Even my couples, they have somebody from their guests to perform their ceremony.
Oh, okay. And is it easier or cheaper to have a non-legal wedding in Bali?
Yes, it is, because you don't need to prepare or submit any complicated documents between the two different countries and two different laws in Indonesia.
Okay, so it's definitely easier to have a non-legal wedding.
Yes.
And is it possible for any nationality to have a legal wedding?
No, it depends on where the bride and groom comes from. If they have the embassy in Bali, it's possible, but it becomes complex when the embassy is not in Bali, because many of countries, they have the embassy in Jakarta or in Surabaya. It takes time, like 3 to 4 days for you to travel to Jakarta, wait until the paperwork's done. So it's possible if they have in Bali.
Okay, so some countries you can do everything in Bali, and some you'll have to travel to Jakarta.
Yes.
All right. And how much time is required to get all of the paperwork done?
For the CNI letter, or it's also called a letter that proves that you are not married yet, it takes less than a month. But for the other paperworks, I recommend at least 3 months in advance you should prepare those paperworks.
Okay. And how much does it cost for arranging all of the paperwork for the legal wedding?
apart from the translation and the embassy fee, you should prepare at least $600 to $700.
So that's apart from translation and the
Embassy
fee.
Yes.
And what about including the translation fee and embassy fee?
It depends on on their embassy. So it's best if you talk with their wedding planner or whoever who assisting them with their legal wedding.
Okay, so wedding planners can help them out with all of that.
Yes.
And how does such a legal wedding work on the actual wedding day?
The legal wedding, how it works in Indonesia, especially in Bali, it consists two parts. The first part is the religious ceremony, where it performed by the officiant, the ministrant, the priest, and the other one is the civil registry officer. So these two ceremonies takes up to 30 minutes. But if you say that you are Catholic or Muslim, that it significantly takes longer.
Okay. And which religion is used in the religious ceremony? Can it be any religion?
No. Indonesian government only recognize 5 religions, which are Roman Catholic, Buddhist, Hindu, Protestant, and Muslim. So you should prove that you are one of the religion.
Okay, so you have to be one of the 5 religions that are
Yes.
recognized
Yes,
in
correct.
Indonesia.
That's correct.
So let's just say I want a Catholic wedding or a Protestant or a Buddhist one. Can I just choose which one I want to do?
No, it's not that simple. In certain circumstances, you should show the proof that you are indeed a Buddhist or Muslim or Roman Catholic.
Okay, and what about if I don't have a religion?
No, Indonesia only allows you to have a legal wedding if you have one of the religion.
Okay, and so there is no way to get legally married in Bali if you don't have a religion.
Still can, as long as you willing to and you don't mind to be baptized in Protestant, let's say, because most of couples they choose to be Protestant. This is the simple way to get legally married in Bali.
So it's easy to become Protestant in Bali.
If you're willing to, it's easy because the Protestant church in Bali is very helpful. They can help you to, as long as you want to be baptized in Protestant. But you can talk that and consult more with the wedding planner or the celebrant, the ministrant from the Protestant church in Bali.
Okay. And if the bride and the groom are of different religions, can they get married?
No, they should be in the same religion because Indonesian law should have the same one.
So they have to pick one of their religions and get married under that.
Yes, as long as they have the proof, then they can.
And if you do get legally married in Bali, are there any religions that require you to get married in a certain venue? For example, if you're a Muslim, do you have to get married in a mosque? Or if you're Buddhist, do you have to get married in a Buddhist temple?
No, all religions can be anywhere actually, but except the Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic wedding needs to be in the church, in the Catholic church in Bali. So for anyone who wants to be married in Bali and they are Roman Catholic, they need to be get legally married in the Catholic church. So many of the couples they are Roman Catholic, but they choose to be Protestant because they want the amazing view of sunset and they can take their wedding vows in their villa, in the outdoor venue.
So if I understand correctly, every other religion except for Roman Catholic can be done in any venue.
Yes.
Okay. And I've heard that many brides wanted to have a wedding in a Balinese temple. Is that possible?
Oh no, for Balinese temple not possible because only Balinese people and they need to be a really Balinese Hindu that can be married in Balinese temple. But it's still possible if you want to do a Balinese wedding outside in the Balinese temple with the non-legal way. Yes.
Okay, so you can have a Balinese wedding, but it just can't be in a Balinese temple.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us today, Felycia.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Hopefully, my answers can answer the questions.
Yeah. I hope you have got some useful information about having a legal wedding in Bali. If you have any questions or if you want to find out more, please head over to the Bali Wedding blog website. There, you can also find a link to an article that lists all the documents necessary for a legal wedding in Bali. You can find the links down below. Also, feel free to contact me if you have any questions or if you need any assistance with your destination wedding in Bali. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to welcoming you on our next show. Thank you.